There are two federal agencies that are at odds with one another when it comes to the issue of medical marijuana. Now, the Department of Justice recently said that they will go after individuals who are using medical marijuana, especially because it goes against federal laws regarding pot. Now, at the same time, there's another federal agency that has said that marijuana does have medicinal value. Remember that pot is a Schedule I drug, which means that it is recognized to have absolutely no medicinal value, right? However, the National Institute on Drug Abuse, NIDA, issued a revised report for the month of April stating recent animal studies have shown that marijuana can kill certain cancer cells and reduce the size of others. Evidence from one animal study suggests that extracts from whole plant marijuana can shrink one of the most serious types of brain tumors. Research in mice showed that these extracts, when used with radiation, increased the cancer-killing effects of the radiation. So here you have a government agency saying, yes, marijuana does have medicinal value, and at the same time, the Department of Justice is saying, yeah, we don't really care that much about state laws. We're still going to go after individuals who get caught with possession of marijuana.
I mean, if you're trying to prevent or at least some way help fight against brain tumors, you need to be put in prison. Okay, so look, let's just call a spade, okay? You're a dangerous criminal partaking in a gateway drug. Imagine if you go down that chain and you start using other drugs, how dangerous it could be for you. Like maybe you could even get a brain tumor.
There is so much out there that proves that marijuana does have medicinal value. And now you have a federal government agency saying, yes, it does have medicinal value. And at the same time, the Department of Justice, which, by the way, agreed that they would not go after people for pot, now somehow reneged on that, and they say that they will go after individuals for pot.
Yeah, so this is why it's comical when most of the mainstream media won't criticize the government. Right? Republicans say this, Democrats say that. Snowden is guilty. The American government's always right. The Pentagon's never lied to you. But here you have two parts of the government that are contradicting one another. So whose ass do you want to kiss? Right? And so why isn't everybody pointing out this contradiction? Saying like this doesn't make any sense. So the government says pot has no medicinal value and that's why it's a Schedule I drug. Except the government also says it clearly has medicinal value. Yeah. Right? So obviously the government is wrong. Oh! Turns out the government can be wrong about something.
So it's going to take some time, but I think that overall this is actually a good story because the fact that there is a government agency admitting that there's medicinal value shows that there's progress being made on this issue. And so eventually, I don't know if it's in the next 5 years, I don't know if it's in the next 10 years, I don't know if it's sooner than all of that. At some point, it's going to be legal, and it's going to be legal for more than just medicinal use, and then it'll be great.
Yeah, look, of course, pot has some downsides. We've covered them on the show, but it has more upsides than almost any drug I've ever seen that people use recreationally, generally speaking, to get some sort of buzz.
Right.
Can you imagine if alcohol had all these positive side effects? You know, from time to time, you'll see a glass of wine might help you, etc., right? But overall, we drink the alcohol to get drunk, right? Now, pot gets you a nice high and apparently has all these positive effects. Come on, for Christ's sake, legalize it already.